It's just after 5:50 a.m. on a frigid December morning. A panicked call hits the Boulder County 911 center. A child, 6-year-old Jonbenet Ramsey, is missing. A ransom note left behind. A quiet suburb mansion about to become one of the most infamous crime scenes in American history. But tonight, we're not going back to 1996. We're stepping into a world where this case breaks today. In an age of body cameras, drones, genetic genealogy, artificial intelligence, and forensic methods so advanced they would have turned the original investigation upside down. Tonight, I am asking, if the Jonbenet Ramsey murder happened today, would the killer still be free? This is the story behind the story. My name is Brian Smith. The first officers arrive. Body cameras recording every second in crisp 4K clarity. Their dash cams capture the Ramseys' home. Christmas lights glowing softly, a quiet street, and a sense something terrible has happened behind those walls. Inside, those cameras document everything. Every conversation, every reaction, every misplaced step. No ambiguity, no missing transcripts, no decades-long disputes about what really happened. Modern policing demands something the 1996 case never had: transparency. Access to the home is sealed instantly with digital entry logs. Every person who crosses that threshold is tracked and time-stamped. No helpful friends wandering through rooms. No well-meaning officers disturbing evidence. The crime scene stays frozen, exactly as it was found. And in the driveway, a canine unit is already on the ground. Not just any dogs, but specialized teams trained to detect traces of human remains, blood, and even the faint scent trail of a fleeing suspect. Within minutes, not hours, investigators have searched the house top to bottom, including the basement. And Jonbenet likely would have been found much sooner. In our modern timeline, detectives don't rely on memory or notebook sketches. They fire up a 3D laser scanner. The entire Ramsey home is mapped in seconds. Every wall, every fiber, every angle captured in a permanent interactive digital model. Investigators can return to that model months or years later with exact precision. Full spectrum imaging reveals blood traces invisible to the naked eye. Thermal scans show footprints on carpet. Trace evidence is preserved, cataloged, and uploaded to cloud databases instantly. The crime scene is locked in time. In 1996, DNA was a blunt instrument. Today, it's a scalpel. The unidentified male DNA found on Jonbenet's clothing, a mystery that has haunted this case for decades, would be analyzed using ultra-sensitive modern sequencing, capable of isolating complex mixtures and identifying a contributor from a single skin cell. That DNA would be uploaded into genetic genealogy networks. the same technique that captured the Golden State Killer after 40 years. A second cousin, a distant uncle, someone in a family tree. Any match could lead investigators to the perpetrators within weeks. Rapid DNA machines, now in every police department nationwide, could produce preliminary results in hours, not months. Blood splatter, reconstructed digitally. The garrote, modeled in 3D, tested by physics engines. Fibers, paint chips, handwriting impressions, all would be analyzed with forensic techniques that simply did not exist in 1996. The question becomes unavoidable. Will this case even be unsolved today? In 1996, the digital world did not exist. Today, it's the first place investigators look. Phones, tablets, laptops, doorbell cameras, Wi-Fi logs, smart home data. Even the Ramsey's family overnight digital activity would be examined. Messages, searches, deleted files, location pings. Investigative teams would scour social media histories. Financial algorithms would flag unusual spending patterns. AI systems would sort thousands of tips, highlight connections, detect patterns no human could see. Behavior analysis, backed by the digital records, would paint a picture more vivid and objective than anything police interviews could extract. And now we step into deeper water. If investigators today applied Occam's razor, that's the principle that favors the simplest explanation, they might see a pattern emerging early. No forced entry. A ransom note written on paper from inside the home, with pens from inside the home, with language so personal it bordered on theatrical. A body found inside the basement, not taken, not ransomed, not moved. A staging that looked like a kidnapping, but behaved like something far more intimate and more desperate. Under Occam's razor, the simplest conclusion is chilling. The killer was someone inside the house, or someone with intimate access. The counterpoint is equally undeniable. The unidentified male DNA. It doesn't fit neatly into any in-house theory. It doesn't support accidental death, a cover-up, or family involvement. It is a single grain of sand that throws the entire machine into doubt. And that is why, even with modern forensics, even with AI, 3D scanners, digital footprints, drones, and genetic genealogy, this case remains a battlefield of competing interpretations. If the Jonbenet Ramsey murder occurred now, today, we likely would know far more, far faster. We would have body cam footage of every moment, a perfectly preserved crime scene, rapid DNA results, genealogy matches, drone scans, digital records, AI-generated suspect profiles, real-time data sharing with the FBI and national databases. Would the case still haunt us nearly 3 decades later, or would the truth have been exposed within days? The honest answer is one the original investigators never had the luxury to give. With modern technology, this case probably would have been solved. But tonight, in our world, not our imagined one, Jonbenet's killer is still a ghost, a question mark in the DNA, a shadow frozen in a home at Christmas, a story without an ending. And that's the story behind the story. I hope you found it as fascinating as I did. The echoes of the past are waiting to be heard. My name is Brian Smith, and we are history.